This shirt's kind of cute though. Isn't it cute? I like this shirt. This shirt is from Zara. I like it. Hey guys, my name is Jeannie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a chit chat get ready with me style video. I've never done one of those type of videos before, but I want you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup and just talking about some things that I've had on my mind. I'm gonna be using the Tilbury foundation in the shade 14C. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then keep on watching. But before we do that, please like and subscribe. And when the video is finished, comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about the video. So let's hop right into it. Also, I do have an in-depth review of this foundation on my channel, so if you guys are interested in seeing a more in-depth review, please go over there and click that, and then come back and watch this one. Anyways, let's get started. So I'm not really gonna go through every single product that I use on my face because I just wanna get more into talking, but I am gonna start off with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. Now that I have primer on, I'm gonna go in with this Tilbury foundation. I'm just gonna put this on with a brush. I really like moments when I'm able to kind of just do my makeup and feel good because I feel like I'm always so stressed from work. Usually when I'm rushing to work, it's just like, I don't have time to look decent at all. I hate that like when you get older, it just becomes like something that isn't really important to you and don't even have the energy to do it like I want to. So when I get to sit down and film like these type of videos where I get to do makeup, I love that. In 2022, I really want to focus on being healthier. I really want to like focus on all aspects of myself in 2022, okay? Because I'm just slacking. Guys, if you have not tried this Mcgrath Concealer, you need to. This is the shade MD27. And I'm just gonna like start with this color and then I'm going to put my highlight shade on top of it. I just wanna focus more on like my health and doing things that I know will make me comfortable. But it's definitely something that I wanna work on, like just physically. But mentally, I feel like I'm in a much better space than I was in 2021. Things that I did in 2021, like start therapy, like it's like been major. My mind frame has completely like shifted since like last year. Like it gave me so much of a different outlook. Like being able to set boundaries was huge for me last year, and I definitely still want to continue and work on that this year because it literally has done so much to change my life because I was able to set like certain boundaries with like my friends and my family and just anyone in my life really. Like things have gotten so much better for me, and that was like something that I had such trouble doing, just being like up front. I used to be like super passive aggressive and just so people pleasing. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but like just that need to really just not hurt anyone's feeling and to always put like other people's wants before my own. And I would never really realize that I was just telling myself basically that other people's wants and needs are more important than my own. And once I started realizing that that's what I was basically telling myself, like I just stopped. Like it took some time because, you know, like I said, like I'm a Cancer, so this not that zodiac signs have to do with anything, but I'm a Cancer, and you know, like if you know any Cancers, or if you're a Cancer, like very like try to be nurturing, always want everyone around us to be really happy. But sometimes like when you do stuff like that, like at least for me, I just wasn't focusing enough on myself, you know what I mean? I really started to think about it. I was like, girl, like you don't make sure that you're happy ever. Like you kind of do, but if someone else is upset, if something that I was doing made someone unhappy, then I would try to stop doing it, even if there was nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? But now that I understand that, like everything has really changed. I really felt terrible when I realized that like I just wasn't showing myself the love that I should have been showing myself. And it just took me getting comfortable with setting boundaries to like really just know that like it's okay if somebody doesn't like something that I'm saying. Like it's okay. Like sometimes the things that you say, sometimes your boundaries are going to make other people uncomfortable. As I really stood firm in my boundary, a lot of different changes have happened in my life, and I feel like people are not always going to be okay with your boundaries. Sometimes people are attracted to you because they're able to get away with doing something to you, and that's the reason why they don't like other people. So like when you set boundaries that you didn't have before, sometimes people say to themselves like, oh wow, I can't do this to her anymore, so I don't want to be around her. And sometimes people just try to be around people who will deal with their BS, basically. I feel like that's the best thing that I could have ever done, is like stick really firm to my boundaries, because it really showed me like people that are supposed to be in my life and people that aren't supposed to be in my life. And I feel like so much of the reason why I even had poor boundaries before was because I was always afraid that my boundaries were gonna push people away. Like, so if I said like, oh, hey, I don't like it when you talk to me like this, or I don't like it when you do this, like this hurts my feelings, or this doesn't make me feel good. I felt like people were gonna just like not respect that, or not even not respect it, but just like kind of think that I was asking for too much in a way, and me not really feeling like I guess I deserve respect and the love that I really should have been getting. I'm gonna use the One Size powder here to kind of bake. I was so concerned with being mean, when really it's like, now I see it as, aren't I being mean to myself if I let someone do something to me that isn't right? You know what I mean? If I let a person treat me a certain way or talk to me a certain way and I don't address it, aren't I being mean to myself? Like, you can, like, I feel like you can say what you need to say without being disrespectful to anyone. I feel like it's all about like communication. And now I feel like I know how to communicate, and it feels so good. And honestly, sometimes people just don't really like what I have to say, but I'm not gonna like let anyone treat me less than I deserve to be treated. The person that really cares about you is really going to want to stick to those like boundaries that you put forth. I honestly feel so much better just knowing that I respect myself enough and that I love myself enough just to be like, it doesn't matter like who you are in my life. It doesn't matter if you're a family member. It doesn't matter if you're a close friend. It doesn't matter if you're a partner. It's like, I'm gonna put myself first, and I'm never gonna apologize for that. And it feels so good for like the first time in my life. And like, I'm telling you guys, like, it took me a long time, but I'm not going back. Anyway, so I'm not really gonna do anything interesting with my eyeshadow, but I do have the Modern Renaissance palette here. I'm just gonna grab a brush and start like swirling a bunch of colors in my crease, pretty much, but I'm gonna leave my lid bare. I usually wear like my powder kind of as like a blanket eyeshadow color, so I'm gonna just do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into like a tan color, like blend around. I'm sorry I'm not gonna do like a super cool eyeshadow look. I'm just really gonna stick with neutrals today because I'm just trying to keep it simple. But have you guys like had any issues with like boundaries or like communication with people in your life, or like kind of being passive aggressive? Like, I used to be super passive aggressive in the past. So like, I'm really interested to know, like, have you guys ever dealt with things like that before? I feel like a huge part of me not having good boundaries was also like not trusting myself and not trusting my intuition. And let me tell you guys, like, your intuition, yo, it is so strong. Like, you should never ignore what you think, because even with like my boundaries and all of those things that I've developed over the past year, it's like when things didn't feel right, I always knew it before, like always. And I feel like people say that, but like, don't take it lightly. It's always in hindsight that we're like, yeah, I saw that. So just make excuses for people a lot, instead of really trusting my intuition and saying like, I know this doesn't feel right when this person does this and they shouldn't be in my life. I'd make excuses like, oh, you know, they just don't know how to like express themselves, or they just don't know how to handle this, but they didn't mean it like that. They really care about me. But I feel like if a person cares about you, like, they need to show that to you. You shouldn't just assume and make like excuses. And I feel like I was always doing that. And I'd never trusted my first gut instinct when a person showed me something that I didn't like. And I feel like the first time a person shows me something now, say to that person, like, I don't like it when you do this. Like, this is not how I roll. Like, I don't like this type of thing. And if a person can't respect that, then they're just not going to be in my life. I just know that my intuition is not something that I'm going to ignore anymore in the future. I'm going to put some eyeliner on, some mascara, and I'm going to do some like blush. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna add some eyeliner. It's not willing to accept any type of like, just any behavior. This year, I'm definitely gonna make sure that when people enter my life, that I take any red flags seriously. Like, when people say the first time a person shows you something about themselves, like, believe them, like, that's so true. It just is. Like, it doesn't go away if you don't address it, you know? And it's not to say that like, I think that like, oh, if a person does something and they disrespect a boundary, that I'm never gonna be close to them again. But I feel like it's just about like having a conversation, like, hey, like this bothers me, and if the person doesn't receive it, then they don't receive it. And I feel like that just means that they're just not for you, because if you really care about somebody, you'll receive that, you know? Brush off this powder, and I forgot that I really didn't put on bronzer. Like, I'm kind of tight because I basically set most of my face already, but I can get away with putting on bronzer still because I have this Putty Beauty Tantour, and it's like a cream to powder. So hopefully if I just go around like these areas, I'll be able to put on some bronzer. I'm literally so happy that I have that skill now, and I feel like I'm just so able to see through people so much more easily. And it's not that I never had that skill to begin with, actually. I feel like I always had that skill. It's just that I never really wanted to tap into it, and I just wanted to assume the best of everyone instead of assuming that people know exactly what they're doing and that you should hold them accountable. How's this contour looking? Little bronzer contour action. I set the rest of my face with the Fenty Beauty powder. So I just feel like it's so important for me to have genuine people in my life in every aspect, and people that are willing to do the work that it takes to really just have a genuine relationship with another person. And I'm willing to do that work as well. And I just want to welcome genuine people into my life. I think it's time for me to do a lip. So I'm gonna wipe this off. I think I'm just gonna go for like a brownish like lip liner and like a peachy pink in the middle, which is what I normally do. But yeah, I just want to welcome genuine people into my life, and having firm boundaries, I feel like, is a great way for me to make sure that I have like good quality people around me, because a person that just can't handle that will just, you know, they'll show you that. So I feel like self-love is just more than just like taking bubble baths and like doing your makeup. It's so much more than that. And I feel like the biggest part of my self-love has really come from saying to myself like, hey, you deserve better. You deserve the best from everyone that's in your life. I'm gonna go in with Myth. I like to put something light in the middle and then just kind of put my peach on top of it. One is just like a peachy pink, and I just like to kind of pat that all over my lips. A little bit more color, so I'm gonna go in with La Orange from Laura Mercier. I'm just gonna put on this cheap gloss from the beauty supply store, the red one. I love these. On some blush, I'm gonna take this little stick that I put on my lips and I'm gonna put it on a beauty blender. I love that the girls do this nose thing. I think it's so cute. Like, doesn't it instantly make me look like a little younger? Or is that just me that feels that way? I need to put on some mascara and some lashes, and maybe darken my eyebrows, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys my outfit. Okay guys, so I'm back. I put on my lashes. So this is pretty much the finished look, and I just changed my top. I'm gonna get up and take out my other vlog camera so that I can show you guys my whole outfit, because I said I really wanted to try to make this one a get ready with me. So this is the final look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I will see you guys in a second because I'm gonna show you my outfit. Okay guys, so I changed my camera so I could show you guys my outfit. So my shirt is like this fake like turtleneck like wrap top, and I love this purple color. These are the jeans. They have like a wide leg, so I really like them. I just have like these little black boots on. They're really old, but they're just like a block heel. This is pretty much the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I was just talking about some things that I had on my mind, and I want to know if you guys have been through anything similar. Also, like, what are you guys working on in 2022? Like, whether it's physically, financially, mentally, anything. Like, I want to know. Leave it down in the comments below. I hope that you guys have a great start to the new year.